Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakal Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who are risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking at the heathen but are not, by where their forefathers seized who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as were the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akalio, and I'm from the GMS Jamaica Kingston camp, and this video is about the end of days, the end of times, and the signs that show you that we're in the end of days, because Yahweh Shemishai lets us know that there will be signs to look at when it is that Yahushai is on his way, signs that will happen before. And earthquakes are a part of the signs and the judgment from Yahweh Shemishai. So we have this earthquake situation over there in Morocco. And, I've been seeing it on social media or whatever. And this appears to be quite serious. Okay? You still have CNN and NBC doing live coverage on it right now at this very moment in time. And it says over 1,000 dead after quake strikes near Marrakech, Morocco. The death toll has surpassed 1,000 from a powerful 6.8 magnitude earthquake that struck Morocco on Friday night, according to state TV. The toll makes it the deadliest quake to hit a North African country in decades. So this is quite rare, because it's been decades since a quake like this has hit the North African country. All right? It's not a normal occurrence. It is a sign of the times, for real. Because we do have earthquakes. Where is it at? We do have earthquakes that do happen daily. Right? Let's take a look. So as you can see, man, just recent earthquakes, the one in Morocco. You have another one of a magnitude of 6.0 in Indonesia. Another one looking to be off the coast of Indonesia for 5.6. But I believe there's a website. That lets us know latest earthquakes by the United States Geological Survey. And it shows you all of the earthquakes that be happening around the world. 4.8, Rat Islands, Alaska, North Sumatra, Indonesia, 4.6, 4.6, 2.6, 2.8, 6.0, Indonesia, Mexico. And you can see the dates. Like today's what, the 9th? And yeah, a couple of these just happened today. And this is a very telling sign, man. It's been happening and people tend to ignore it, truth be told. People don't really care unless it affects them personally. But, as a prophet of Yahweh Shai, being a watchman, it's a clear sign. It and many others. But I want to get a precept in the book of 2nd Esdras. I'm already there. Okay. 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest parts of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And the Most High is most certainly visiting this world. There's a lot of judgment going on in the world right now. Okay, and once again, people really take it very lightly unless it affects them. But soon, it's going to get to the point where the judgment is going to be on a very heightened and increased level that people will have no choice but to pay attention to what's going on, right? Because a lot of people right now, yeah, it's on social media and whatever, but it's Saturday. People are going about their business. They're thinking about their some future plans and all this kind of stuff. The world is going to be moving into a state of turmoil very, very soon, right? Because Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is getting ready to push his microchip, which is the mark of the beast. And with that comes Jacob's trouble as well. With that comes famine, pestilence, judgment. Okay? These are the days. We are truly in the last days of the kingdom of the Edomites. And with that, the kingdom is going to deteriorate. It is going to be brought down. And before it is ultimately brought down, America is brought down by thermonuclear fire. We are going to be seeing these judgments from Yahweh Shemishah happen upon the earth. Okay? So it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right? So, uproars of the people in the world is a sign, and we've been seeing those. Okay, so we do know we're at the end of days. And the earthquakes, right? And now the earthquakes are getting worse, right? The judgments are increasing and getting worse, right? Let's take a look back at what it is that CNN has to say. It says, rescue teams are reportedly struggling to reach the most affected areas with roads blocked by debris. One witness said, we are hoping for miracles from the rubble. Yeah, you know, the death toll is probably way higher than 1,000. And that's his judgment from Yahweh Shemishai. Okay? The epicenter was in the High Atlas Mountains, about 72 kilometers, 45 miles southwest of Marrakech, a popular tourist city of about 840,000 people. The city's historic walls, first laid out in the early 12th century, have been damaged. The quake was the most powerful to shake the area surrounding Marrakech in more than 120 years, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. Wow. 120 years. Yeah, man. It's judgment from Yahweh Shemishai showing us what's up. Okay? This is the book of Matthew chapter 24. And it lets us know, man, what we will see in these last days. All right? So I want to start at verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be, and this is Yahushua speaking, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we've been hearing about these rumors of wars. You know, what's the main one that we hear about? The tensions between the different countries. Russia and Iran having tension with US and NATO, North Korean tensions, just tensions all around the world, right? I mentioned those mainly because, you know, those really pertain directly to biblical prophecy, Iran and Russia and their tensions with US and NATO. And then you have offshoot wars or whatever in the form of Ukraine, and back in the day, well, I don't even want to mention that. You know, in 2001, and then there was talking about whatever. But in these days, you be hearing about that, and you constantly hear about tensions, about moving towards a world war, a World War III, and it is going to happen because the scriptures say that the third woe cometh quickly. And the third woe, these rumors of wars, talking about the third woe, World War III, which is that third woe, is also a sign of the end. Because when World War III pops off, then after that the destruction comes, and Yahushua delivers the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, but first, before the World War III pops off, the microchip has to be made mandatory worldwide, where you can't buy or sell unless you have it. Okay, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And this is what we're seeing. All right, in I'd say few spots around the world, there is a form of famine happening. It's not on a mass scale as yet, because it's going to get to a mass worldwide scale of famine soon, right? The pestilences, I mean, you've heard about such things. You know, whether it is that Yahweh Shemishai is using Esau Edom to push certain things, or that Yahweh Shemishai lets some other creature push such things, it is still an affliction upon the people in some way or form. Okay, and the earthquake in diverse places, this is a sign. Okay, nation rising against nation, that again are the tensions that you see between these nations around the world. All these are the beginning of sorrows, and this is a key point to note. All these are the beginning of sorrows, because when you see these things, It's only the beginning. Things are going to pick up and things are going to become much worse than what they are right now. Okay? The time of Jacob's trouble, a time like has never been upon the nation, and our people have been through horrendous things. So one can only imagine the level of judgment that Yahweh Shemishai will be bringing to the world. Okay? We know that also that the prophets shall be delivered up as well, the persecution of the prophets. I mean, when you see that, when they start to put out all kinds of defamation campaigns against us on a very heavy level, like you see it on Edom's main media spread, you really, that's when you really gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Because it says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And this happened then, and it shall happen again. There's no new thing under the sun, and a prophet's lot is a prophet's lot, etc. People come back in their same lot. Okay? But throughout all of these things that will be happening, Yahushua says in verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Right? Because the time of trouble is coming, but Yahushua will deliver the elect of the nation of Israel from all of these things. They shall be protected. Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. We shall be protected. I'm going to say it like that. Okay? We shall be protected from the famine. We shall be protected by the pestilence. We shall be protected by the sword. We shall have the spirit put upon us to not take the mark of the beast, which is a microchip. We shall be protected by Esau, Edom, when it is that he pushes in and tries to slay some of us. The prophets of Yahweh Shemishai, some will be given spiritual power, okay, to be able to defend ourselves in those days. And these things are really going to happen. It's not something that's a fairy tale or fiction or nothing like that. Everything that is written within the scriptures is going to happen, whether you believe it or not. Okay? But yeah, man. And verse 14 also says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world. So this even comes before, he that endures unto the end, right? But it says, this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And that is what's happening literally right now. The word of Yahweh Shemishai is being spread to the four corners of the earth, and it is reaching whosoever is supposed to reach, which are the members of the elect, will hear this word and will believe in this word, and will call upon the name of Yahweh Shemishai sincerely, okay, and seek salvation sincerely, right, unto all the nations, and then shall the end come. So guess what? Once this word goes out, there's going to come a time where it stops. In Amos chapter 8, verse 11, it talks about the famine of the word, where you won't be able to hear this word anymore, where it won't be accessible the way that it's accessible right now, because brothers be doing videos right now. You can't keep up with it if you're trying to watch all of them. It's impossible to keep up with it. And you have brothers going out on the highways and byways, as is instructed by us to do, okay, by Yahweh Shemishai, to preach this word. Okay? And then the time will come where you won't be able to hear it anymore. And then soon after that, the end shall come. But this is another sign. The prophets of Yahweh Shemishai being out there on the highways and byways. So what is the ultimate message? Repent, offend less, and turn to Yahweh Shemishai and seek salvation. Okay? With that, I'd like to say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai, Bashir Makar Kodesh, Wa Abad and Babal, Shalom.